I think Richard and Ken and Lily have been all over the globe with it, but I've been in Berlin. And so I'm really, really excited tonight that there's so many children here because obviously there weren't so many at the Berlin screening. But that's the wonderful thing about the film, and I think, it does have that whiff of the classic about it in that, whether you're 6 or 60, I think there's a lot of grief in the film, but there's also a lot of compassion and hilarity, so there's something in it for all ages. Well, the stories existed for thousands of years across so many cultures, but there was a real desire, I think, on behalf of Disney and certainly Ken Branagh to find a way to contemporize it without being sort of zeitgeisty. And he's really done that as a storyteller. I think for me the major change is that the characters are three-dimensional, so the world still has a storybook quality, but you understand what makes the characters. This is the hometown of Disney, and they said this property to them has been really important, and I've been really moved actually by how protective they are of it. So it's really exciting.
It was great. I mean, we went to Berlin, which was a blast, and I had a bunch of friends and family with me, and it was great actually because a lot of my friends had kind of made fun of me for being Prince Charming, and I brought them to see the film in Berlin, and these are grown men who come out of the cinema with these massive grins and puffy eyes from crying, so I kind of got one back on them, and it was exciting being in Moscow. I've never been there before, and that was like kind of wild. Good to be there and have children in the audience, which is always like a lot more exciting for us. It's fun. And then we're in Milan, and then we're here, and then we go to Mexico and New York and Miami and Madrid and London. Well, absolutely, it's fun for me to share it, and particularly because I'm really proud of it. It's a lovely. I grew up with these Disney films, so it's kind of surreal being in one of them now. But I'm really proud of it, and I'm really happy to share it. It's a lovely film, and I'm kind of excited for everyone to see it.
We went to Berlin to the festival, and that was amazing. And it was, I think, at the festival there was a lot of heavy, dark films. So when our film came along, I think everyone felt like, thank God, we can just smile and laugh for an hour. So that was really beautiful, and it was the first time all the cast had got together, and it felt really special. Then we went to Moscow and Milan, and now we're here. I think that when I read the script, I loved it so much because it's a really sort of classical retelling, but there's subtle changes. I think Ella is a much stronger character. She's not waiting around for a prince to rescue her. She's a strong, independent girl. And then when they meet in the forest, they don't know who each other are. They meet as equals, and I think you get the feeling that they rescue each other and that they fall in love, but it's nothing to do with the prince coming and saving a damsel in distress. So it's subtle differences. I think all the characters are richer and more, they're layered. They're sort of deeper characters.
Well, I think Ken's done an amazing job, which, kind of nowadays is quite unusual to just follow the story so classically and so traditionally, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I think it really does capture the essence of the original story. Just the visuals, it's so sumptuous and beautiful, but yet manages to maintain a sort of a human truth, which makes it really touching. And so I think, I think people will love it. I did.